do the impossible, impossible.
Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that's still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Ay, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it, and it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due. I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They start on the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Prescott off play action. Steps away. And that's Elliott, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now, Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
On play action, Prescott. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
On play action, it's Wentz. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On the counter, Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz buying time to his left. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Robinson. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Inside give to Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Prescott rolling to his left. And that is incomplete here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Trey 15, Trey 15. Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz.
Out left to Dotson.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Mike, check 33. Check.
A give to Gibson running right.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
Now Wentz on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's get off the field. Check 31, check 31.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Neville Gallimore forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott now from the 50. Airing one out for Boyd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Montez Sweat with a tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. A handoff running left is Gibson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Gibson. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing is Wentz. forced out to his left. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion.